because, we need to move on. Before we go, it's time for everyone's new favorite game show, Communism versus Capitalism. That's right, guys. That's right. We're here to settle it once and for all, really to determine which one of these economic systems is the best. Now,
economic?
we only have...
see, you're already
Hey, I am boiling it down. Devin, we only have 15 minutes here.
It's a way of life.
I really want to make sure, because, when I say best, there are so many different ways. Best at what? Best for an individual, best for a society, best for a government, best long-term, best short-term. We need to determine which is best overall, and there's many ways we can do that. I just feel like the best way about going about it is determining which one sounds the most based on the people that are famously talking about it.
Okay.
So,
here's
how this is going to work.
I don't know either.
Here's how this is going to work. Also, quick before we get into it, David has won 2 game shows. Devin has won one game show. Our draft episode had a game show in it. That's why, we've had 3
I
so
gotta
far.
tie it up here. Going down 3-1.
You might with this, who knows? So here's how this is going to work, guys, and the audience out there. I'm going to read off 6 separate, individualized segments of speeches from famous capitalists and communists.
Oh,
they're not questions, but they're like, we did 6 questions, so I'm doing 6 of these. I'm going to read these. I'm going to read them a little bit slowly. At any point, either one of you can buzz in while I'm reading, and say if it's if a communist or a capitalist said it. If you get it correctly, you get 5 points. If you get it wrong, you lose 3 points.
Oh my god!
We're not gonna have the other
famous
person steal
capitalists.
because
That could be literally only, anybody.
2 things. As a bonus, because it's not required. As a bonus, if you can guess who the person is that said this, I'll give you 2 points. So there we go.
That's where I need to get my points. Then I'm gonna.
You get it. You get it correct.
An advantage
if it's capitalist
on David
or
here
communist,
on
it's 5 points.
Historical figures.
If you get it wrong, you lose 3. But if you can also, guess the person who said it. If you,
you
so
lose
as
3?
I'm reading this, if you buzz in, Devin, and you say that's capitalist, and it's right, you get 5 points. But if you were wrong, you're gonna lose 3 points. So you got to really make sure before you buzz in.
Just gonna play for the 0. Just don't buzz in. See if David just falls apart.
just gets a little bit
that's my strategy.
It's a 50-50.
I don't know. I've been winning.
Negative. Is there negatives? I should ask.
Yes.
Well, there's got to be, because if you answer everyone wrong.
All right, I'm just hoping David gets a -10, then I just don't answer after that.
Oh my god! All right,
make Ethan read the entire speech.
Nice,
I'm going to begin. Here we go with our first speech segment. As a national war of resistance is going on, we must also fight for military power for the nation. Where there is naivete on the question of military power, nothing whatsoever can be achieved. It is very difficult for the laboring people who have been deceived and intimidated by the reactionary ruling classes for thousands of years to awake. Devin?
That's communist, and that sounds like Stalin. Do I lose points for guessing a person?
You do not lose points for guessing a person incorrect.
I'm gonna guess Stalin somewhere on World War II.
Okay, Devin says communist, and he says Stalin. That is partially correct. That is Mao saying that. Oh man, hold on 1 second.
Once I heard the labor, I'm like, nah,
I
capitalists don't talk like that.
Reacted too late.
Okay.
Like, no president.
I forgot what. Well,
the first part I was like, I could hear like, I
could
don't know,
be,
Eisenhower saying something like that, and then like, once I heard that,
I forgot what we were supposed to say. I was like, what are we supposed to say? And then you
just say your own name. That's right. You just say your own name to buzz in. It's capitalist or communist. Okay.
I'm just making excuses.
On to our second speech fragment here. We can counter hypocrisy and lies with the complete and honest truth. The war has shown plainly enough what the will of the majority means. David?
Capitalist, and I'm gonna go. What is his name? Who's
Obama.
the prime minister of?
I'm not helping him.
Winston Churchill.
David says capitalist. He says Winston Churchill. That is incorrect. David
What?
loses 3 points.
Oh, huge!
Whoa!
That was Lenin. Now, David,
Oh,
if
wow.
you wasted a little bit longer, you would have heard me say a phrase used as a cover by the bourgeoisie.
Oh, that would have
okay,
been
wow.
That would have.
I'll be honest. I did think it was capitalist at first. It sounded like something a president would say,
Yeah.
like during wartime. So I totally get where you're coming from.
But
That's a
I
fair
didn't
guess.
want to get a beat by Devin again. It's too quick.
That was the one and only.
But I lost.
I almost said it, but I was
saying
like, I need to hear like one more sentence before I'm sure. So
Okay.
Oh boy. It's
So
not good.
far, I mean,
8
also
down.
communism's winning. Next one.
No.
But I have an uncomfortable feeling that this prosperity isn't something on which we can base our hopes for the future. No nation in history has ever survived a tax burden that reached a
Devin.
third of Devin.
I'm gonna say capitalist, and this is wrong, but I'm just gonna say George Bush, George H.W. Sorry.
Wow.
90s.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Devin says
Maybe.
George H.W. Bush.
I'm like,
He
go
says
for
capitalist.
like I don't know, like post Reagan. I don't know. Times are tough. I don't know.
Devin, you're close. It is capitalist. It is Reagan, though.
Oh.
Oh, I should that
So,
because
God.
Bush HW is a lot like Reagan in his speeches on purpose. So I was like, let me not go Reagan. I'll go HW. I'm like, I could see him kind of
It's
saying
not
something like that.
Devin, you have 10 points. David, you are -3.
-3.
Yes.
See, now I can
Oh,
play. Once I get a
boy.
lead, I could just play not to say
This is
anything and
not
hope he
good.
just starts messing up. And sometimes it's worth
True.
it.
All right.
Hold
On
the
to
lead.
our fourth segment here.
How many is there?
6 in total.
Okay, this might be it. So I can
Oh,
lock it in
boy.
right here. Let's go.
On the contrary, we must increase it as much as it is within our powers and possibilities. To slacken the tempo would mean falling behind, and those who fall behind get beaten. But we do not want to be beaten. No, we refuse to be beaten.
David.
David?
Oh no. I
Do I get
really
a chance
think
to
it's
No.
steal?
Well, you can before he says you can guess. You don't get any points though. I'm
He wants
gonna
you to give him a
say
hint.
communist.
David says communist.
I don't know who. Stalin.
David
wouldn't be able to-
says Stalin. He says communist. David, you... My God, buddy, you got to get it together. And you are. That was completely correct. That was Stalin. And that was communist.
Shit. Coming back.
David, you have 4 points now. Not -3. You have +4.
There's some Marxist Leninist watching this right now who's like, oh my God, that's so base. Stalin's so fucking base there. He's so true. And I'll be like, okay. Those are my favorite people on Twitter, let me tell you.
Devin, stop projecting. 5th one now.
I'm not projecting.
Oh my god! I still gotta get these next two right. The
You
extra
have to
2
get them
points
both right or
didn't
hope
help
Devin
me.
gets it wrong. Here we go. 5th one now. Although they accept that our policies are right, they feel deeply that the burden of carrying them out is falling much more heavily on the private than on the public sector. They say that the
Devin.
public sector... Devin?
I'm going to go capitalist. I don't think communists talk about the private and public sector. Who's going to say it? Obama.
Devin
Oh,
says
Obama.
Barack
I think that was
Obama.
mine. I think that was mine.
Interesting.
Says capitalist. That is a capitalist. It's not Obama. It's Thatcher.
Oh, even
Margaret
better.
Thatcher. Yeah.
Are all our heroes.
Man, famous speech I had to read a lot of, and I'm like, same thing with Stalin, trying to make sure I can find 3 sentences or long things I can chop up, like sentences that don't say, like, communism, capitalism. God, Stalin says capitalism so much in that freaking speech. I just needed a
sure.
segment about the economy, somewhat, whatever. All right, well, Devin, you won. Sorry, David, but we have one more for fun. Our final 6th question here.
Double or nothing.
No.
Sorry, I can't.
Wow.
Unless Devin wants to agree to it. If you guys want to agree to it, then you can.
No, I have to take this one.
yeah,
if I
you
was
gotta-
up, like, if I've won all of them, I would say yes, but
I respect it.
All right.
I gotta
Here's
take
our
the
last
W.
one.
I'm still going
The
for
top-
it.
Okay, let me talk. The top 10% consistently took home about 1/3 of our national income. But that kind of inequality took place in a dynamic market economy where everyone's wages and incomes were growing. And because of upward mobility, the guy on the factory floor could picture his kid running the company someday.
David.
David,
I mean, that's gotta be capitalist.
who do you think said it?
Oh man. Who would have said that? Would you put two Reagans in here?
can I have a guess?
I'm gonna.
Just for fun.
Yeah, I'll say Reagan, and then I want to hear Devin's guess.
I think it is capitalist as well. The word "guy" makes me think it's someone newer, and I think it's Joe Biden. I think you can't put this whole game show together and not put Joe Biden. We got a guy on the factory floor who can get to the
That
top.
does actually sound a little bit. Yeah.
Anyone can do.
Sorry.
Anyone in America can do it. Let me tell you.
David, you're right. It is a capitalist. It is not Reagan. It's also not Joe Biden. This one is Barack Obama.
Damn
Oh
it.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, David, you had 9 points. Devin, you had 15 points. Congratulations, Devin, on your win. Sounds like capitalism won after all. At least on your side of the screen, capitalism is on the right, and so therefore you're tied to capitalism. There you go. David has been awarded his
Finally, a
second
game
trophy.
favoring me.
You guys are tied up 2-2.
And you won.
I know. I had to. If I didn't win this one, then it was
That
definitely
would've
over for
been-
the rest. For the
Yeah.
rest of these, because I had
Well,
to
who
take the
knows?
history one. I had to.
Remember, folks, every single video game movie review we do has one of these kind of game shows in it, and every type of game show is going to be different. Different types of answering questions, different types of asking questions. Usually 6 is what I like in total, keeps it nice and short. And who knows? There are tiebreakers, and as we get closer to the end, there might be some spicier ways to make up lost, falling back, contestants.
We have
But
to
as of right
fight.
now,
We
we're
have to fight
tied.
in real life.
I'm going to let you guys know right now, I really, really was trying to think of a way to make this game show an actual debate between communism and capitalism, and I was going to have you guys just try to convince
Oh
me.
my god.
Oh my god.
But that could have gone on for too long, and I don't know if you guys would have been into it, so I was just like, I just got to make,
I think it'd been funny, but I also think I would. No, I don't know. It'd be a tough. I just also don't like debates when it comes to that kind of stuff.